coming up to standing, scoot back so you guys can see as much as possible. Inhale, take a big breath in, reach your hands out to the side of the room and up to the ceiling. Some stretch in the abdominal wall, and exhale, arms are gonna float back down. So I like to look up as you take the hands up. So you get a little tiny back bend, opening up through the sides of the rib cage, and then dropping the chin, rounding into the upper back as your arms come back down. It's just creating a lot of room for your butt, scanning rib cage, front, back, and sides, warming up head, neck, and shoulders as well. Let's take one more big breath together. And then as you exhale, coming down into a forward fold, bend those knees as much as needed. Really rest your rib cage on the top of your legs. Feeling some stretch in your hamstring down the length of your spine. Again, loosening neck and shoulders. Nod your head yes, shake your head no. And then walk your feet out a little bit wider. So toes are gonna face forward, pressing into that outer heel, spiral inner thighs back behind you. Then you can stay here. If you feel balanced, feel free to take those hands behind your back, interlace your fingers, and extend them up toward the ceiling. And then hands come back down. Walk those feet back together. Hanging back into your fold, you can pedal those legs out, sway side to side. And then inhale, rolling up. All right, so coming to our first side standing, and I'm gonna use this chair to hold onto like I would the bar at the studio. So just a nice light touch. You can also use a wall or any piece of furniture. We're gonna bring our feet up to a little V. So heels together, toes slightly turned out. Standing leg, that's the leg closest to the bar. We're gonna start with a little bend in the knee. Our other toes reach out. So you have a slight tap of your toes. And you got that rotation in your legs. And as you press up from that standing leg heel, that extended leg, my right leg, is just gonna tap to the inside of the calf or knee. So inhale, reach out, and then exhale, press up. So you're gonna feel it in the standing leg in that outer hip, extending out from the knee, a little lift through the quad, the top of the leg. A couple more like this, and then we'll hold nice and low. In 8, 7, 6. I just want to add in arms to kind of help with balance. Get the heart rate up just slightly. Final 4, 3, 2. Last one, hold low. Toes reach out, and then a little tap. So you're gonna feel that in that outer hip. Maybe a little squeeze into your obliques. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Standing legs straight in there. Take a reach to the bar, so extending through the sideline of your waist. And then just restack, shoulders back over hips. And from here, we're gonna circle our leg back, bend your knee, and reach forward. Standing up nice and tall, reach toward your bar, your wall, coming all the way back up. Standing leg bend, circle back, and up to the side. Reach over, restack, toes reach back, open side. Pressing up through the heel of that standing leg, and that leg circles back around. 4 more, reach the bar, restack, circle back, inside. Last 3, circle back, side. 2 more, reach, restack, circle back, out to the side. And then on this last one, we're gonna stay with that leg back behind us. Pull that leg back, and then toes are gonna tap. So lifting from that glute, that outer hip. Little pull those front ribs together. Standing leg bend, knees right out of toes. 8, 7, 6, good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're gonna press up into that standing leg once again. Toes gonna tap that inner knee, inner calf, inner ankle. This time tapping back behind us. Lifting up and reach. Standing leg straightens, pressing through the heel and sending knee out over toes. Knee reaching side, and then big toe taps light behind you. Final 8, tap back. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, hold it back, toes tap. Taking and lifting that outer hip. Strong leg, pointing the toes, helping you straighten behind the knee. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Leg circles out to the side, standing tall. Reach to the bar, stack, knee bend, circle back, and back out to the side like we did before. Big stretch. Ribs come back high over hips. Standing leg bends, reach back, press up, tap to the side. Reach, restack, circle back, standing tall. Reaching over, shoulders high over hips, tap back, reach side. 4 more, reach. The bar, ribs high over hips, standing leg bends. Last 1, reach the bar, restack, tap back, out to the side. Now once again, we're gonna bend that standing leg and toes are gonna tap side for 8. Feel that lift from that thigh all the way into the oblique. 4, 3, 2, 1. Stepping that foot out so the toes are still turned out, legs apart. We're gonna go down into a plie squat, knees out over toes, and then straightening those legs, inner thighs squeeze them together. Couple just like this. Imagine there's a wall behind you that you're sliding down, sliding up. Tailbone straight down, crown of the head up to the ceiling. Last 4, 3, adding on in 2, and 1. From this bend in our knees, we're gonna straighten our legs. The leg furthest from the bar is gonna wrap, kind of a hooking motion in front. So you feel that inner thigh turn on, inner arch to the ceiling. Step wide, hook front, wide, lift. Little bend in the knee, get low, press up. Both legs bend and then standing legs straight and driving through that heel once again. 4, 3, 2, last 1, stay here, and leg pulses. So you have a little pull those front ribs together again. Tailbone slightly tucked underneath, lifting that inner thigh, inner ankle toward the ceiling. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Step out wide, down and up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last 1. Send those knees out, press up to standing. Walking those feet back in. If you want to use weights, go ahead and grab a set. Got 4-pound weights. Arms down at your side, whether you have those weights or not. Feet together, hip distance apart, and just a tiny bend in your knees. Making sure to keep your core engaged so that you're not arching backwards. We'll start with a curling motion. Bring your hands to the front of the shoulders, and then pressing back down. So elbows stay close to you, holding that upper arm still. Shoulders stay nice and broad, reaching out through the edges of those collarbones. Switch it up shortly. Final 4, 3, 2, last 1. Hands at your side, and they're going to lift forward. So you want to make sure in this motion that you're placing the arms out in front, placing them back down, pulling shoulders low and wide as the hands lift and lower. So you feel it all the way up the sides of the back, from that back hip bone, the shoulder blade. 4, 3, 2, last 1. Arms stay lifted, palms turn to face each other, arms open wide, and then hug back in. So real long open reach chest fly. Hands can come all the way together. You make sure those shoulders don't pinch up through your ears. 5, 4, 3, last 1. Hands stay together. 2, last 1. Turn those palms down and lower. Then we're going to combine those movements. Curl, arms straighten, lift, open wide, squeeze together, and down. Curl, straighten, lift, open, squeeze together, down. 1 curl, straight arms lifts, arms open, hug them together, lower down. 2 more rounds like this. Open, squeeze it in, lower, final round. Curl, lower, lift, open wide, hands together, and down. And bringing those hands to the shoulders, elbows hugged in. We're gonna extend those hands overhead and pull back down. Push up slightly in front of you, just to help keep your head stacked right over the middle of the spine. That's like double chin. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Curl those arms down. We're gonna hammer curl back behind us. We'll squeeze in those triceps. Hands to the front of the shoulders. Kick back, pull it in. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Final 1. Arms reach out in front. Plug those shoulders in and then cross one hand over the other. So you want to have enough space in the front of the shoulders that you don't feel that pinch through the chest. Let's get those arms in front of us, a little extra tension on your core, so you start leaning back. Really pull forward, heart stacked right over that front waistband, right over the heart. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Flip your palms. Same crisscross motion. Reaching the palm, pulling shoulders low and wide, almost there. Last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Curl those hands back in. We're gonna reach up to the ceiling. Curl your hands back in. Kick back behind you. So combining those two moves. Curl, press up. Curl, kick back. Last 8, 7, 6, push, squeeze down, kick back, reach up, curl down, rest back. Final 3, 2, final 1. Curl those hands back to the front of the shoulders. And final part, we're gonna reach hands forward, hug those elbows in, press out to the side, hug in. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, last one. Lower those arms down. Place your hands off to the side. And then since I'm using this chair here, I'm just gonna flip it around so I can do the other side and still face you guys. We'll start once again in that V position. So toes are turned out, heels together. When your knee bends, it goes right over the toes. You're here again, let's touch the balance. Maybe you guys some room when that leg goes back. So now our other leg is gonna reach out to the side. Leg tap of those toes. Standing leg bends, knee out over toes. Pushing through that heel to come up and toe taps that inner ankle, knee, or kind of that inner hamstring back of the leg. Reach out and tap. Standing leg bends and straighten. Reach, pull in, knee over toes, press to the heel to stand up. 8, 7, 6, 5. Again, you can move that arm with you. Hand on your hip works too. At any point, especially if that shoulder starts to want to shrug up. Last 3, 2, final 1. Reach side, toes tap. See a little squeeze in the oblique, the waistline, that outer hip. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, and 3, 2, 1. Standing leg straightens. Big reach to the bar, opening up to the side of the rib cage. Stack ribs over hips, leg circles back, standing leg bends, get low. Standing tall, reach to the side. Over the bar, restack, circle back, stand it up. Reach, shoulders high over hips, circle back, up to the side. That kind of circle, quarter circle of the leg will work into those waist muscles and that outer hip as well. Stretch away from the foot, shoulders high over hips, tap back, stand it up. Final 4, 3, 2, last one. Leg is going to stay to the back, standing leg bent, toes tap behind you. So knee over toes, weight down on that heel, hips level across, little pull forward so that that lower back is nice and long, you're not overly arching. Tap 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reach those toes back, and then it's going to tap once again in your ankle, calf, or knee. Tap back and lift. Reach back, come up. Standing leg bends, drive up through the heel, tap back and lift. Final 4, 3, 2, 1. Toes come back, tap it out, squeezing in that outer hip for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Circle to the side, reach, big stretch in the waistline, shoulders high over hips, tap back, open side, reach it over, restack, back, inside, big reach over, shoulders over hips, tap back, open side, reach, back, inside. Almost there. Final 4, 3, 2, tap, and open. One, reach over, restack, tap back, open side, and then both knees bend. Plie squat and lift. So knees reaching out over toes, inner thighs hug, in and up through that exhale. Long flat back, tailbone reaching down, crown of the head straight up to the ceiling. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Knees bend over toes, get low. And then our leg is going to come to the front, knee out to the side. A little quick balance. Step wide, lift. Open, knees bend, press to the heel of that standing leg. Almost there. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and pulse. Knee open, lift from that inner thigh, straight standing leg, make sure you're not crunching in the waist. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Step back out wide, knees bend and straighten. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Straighten those legs, walk those feet in, and then from here we're gonna come down to the ground, so onto your mat. Move this out of the way. Legs will get some stretch extending out in front of you. So you can reach the floor, give them a little shake, or hold tilted, and going all the way down, so that you have your tailbone, lower back, mid back, upper back, neck, head, connected to the floor. Hands are gonna come behind your head. And then we got a couple little parts to this exercise. Let's start with those ankle bones squeezed together, pointing the toes, and pressing the hamstring your leg down into the ground. Elbows reaching to the ceiling, take an inhale. And as you exhale, we're gonna lift. Head, neck, and shoulder blades come up. Front waistband pull down, front ribs together. Now we're gonna drag our knees in, knees toward the ceiling, coming to those toes. And then without letting that front waistband tuck, holding your tailbone down, legs extend all the way up. Legs are gonna open, reaching out to the side, squeeze inner thighs together, pressing that outer hip down into the floor. And reversing it now. Bend those knees, let's stretch to the top of the legs. From the center of your body, press all the way back out, and then head lowers. So we're back how we started. Coming back up, head lifts. Move a little bit quicker, drag those feet in. Extend the legs up, open out to the side. Squeeze together, curl the knees, bend the knees, press out, roll down. Lifts up, drag in, legs extend, and open. Squeeze together, bend the knees, press it out, inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, knees bend. Exhale, extend. Inhale, open. Exhale, squeeze together. Everything hugs that midline. Knees bend. Exhale, press out. Inhale, head lowers. Couple more rounds like this, and then we'll hold. Drag in. Stretch it up. Open wide. Squeeze the legs together. Bend the knees. Push out from the core. Reach out. Lower down. Curl up. Drag in. Press that tailbone down. Legs extend. And open. Squeeze together. Bend the knees. Press it out. Roll down. 2 more rounds. Roll it up. Bend the knees. Legs extend. Open. Hug together. Tap down. Press out. Lower. Last full round. Head lifts. Drag it in. Legs extend. And open. Squeeze together. Bend the knees. Push it out. Lower down. Now we're going to stop halfway. So head lifts. Knees bend. Legs open. Hold it here. Tailbone still pressing down. Scoop those front ribs in. Head is heavy in your hand. Legs open wide. Cross right over left. Legs open wide. Cross left over right. So you have that squeeze from the inner thighs, as well as the left and right side of your core pulling into center. That wrapping motion. If you want to add in a little bit more for those inner thighs, you can double cross. Right, left, right. Right, left. Kind of switching which leg starts on top. Last 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Legs squeeze together, no cross. Bend those knees. Pull out. Lower down, just like we started. Head lifts. Drag it in. Bend the legs, open wide. Squeeze together. Bend those knees, tap those toes down. Push out. Head lower. Roll it up. Draw knees in, tailbone down. Legs extend up. Open wide, hug inner thighs, press outer sitting bones down into the floor. Lots of room for that lower back. Push it out, head down. 2 more sets. Roll it up. Drag knees in. Legs straighten and open. Hug together. Bend the knees. Press it out. Head down. Final round. Lift. Squeeze in. Extend and open. Hug together, bend the knees, press it out, and lower head down. Knees can come in toward your torso, giving them a hug. Maybe a soft twist side to side. And then from here, we're gonna come all the way up to seated, up to kneeling. You can roll yourself forward and back. and turning here to face forward. So we're gonna come up to kneeling. If you need a little extra padding underneath your knees, go for it, or just keep a little hinge in your hips, so more weight down on those shins. I'll start extending my right leg side, facing forward, kind of reaching out for your toes. And this leg here, you're using both for stretch, but also kind of balance. So as we start to tilt away from our legs, so you don't fall all the way over, you can kind of press down into that foot. So left hand can come onto your hip at your side, or I like to place it behind the back just to help keep that nice open chest, wide collarbones. And same arm as leg, reaching out. Now we're going away from that foot. So I'm trying to reach over as far as I can to try to touch the ground, or maybe touch this couch, and come back up. So you'll feel a stretch on this top side, and all those stretch muscles kind of pulling you back up. Bottom side too, kind of relaxes on the way down, and then lifts up on the head. Feeling so really working both sides at once. Big reach over and re-stack. And the arm moving with you to help you stretch. And reaching out, I'll pull you up. Last couple ones. 4, 3. Last 2. Final one. Reach away from that foot. Re-stack. Now extending that bottom arm up. As we come over, you're going to still keep lots of lift in this bottom side so that you come to your fingertips or your hands. The other leg reaching from the waistline out through that little toe to lift. Squaring those hips forward. Again, that little pull in that bottom side, then hand can stay up on your hip or come behind the hat. With that extend the leg forward, that same kind of stretch along that outer hip, thigh, waist, and lift up. That reach all the way up from your rib cage to that little toe, and then leg out and up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, hold that leg up, adding in this top hand. We're gonna start to reach toward our toes. They don't have to touch. Doing a little scoop in the stomach and waistline, and then open back out. Inhale, exhale, reach for your toes. Inhale, reach fingers and toes, bicep right over your ear. Counting down. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Reach and open. Bend that knee, bringing it underneath you. So now you're in a kneeling position. We're going to take the knees open a little wider, toes together behind. They can either be tucked or flat. Pulling those front ribs in, we're going to start to come down into this kneeling squat. So you have a little scoop on the way down, and then pressing pelvis forward to come up. So pushing down into those lower legs to help come up. You'll feel this a bit more in the outer hips because of this kind of diamond shape of your legs. If you want to feel it more in the back of your legs, tuck your toes, and then you'll feel a little bit more from the hamstring as well as the glute. If you keep your feet flat, you'll still feel it there, but maybe a little bit more, and then you extend yours to the front of your legs. So no right or wrong, whatever feels best on your ankles, on your feet. Final 6. Pull in, scoop in, and lengthen. 4, 3, 2. Last one. Lower halfway down. Get a little scoop front ribs together, a little tug of that tailbone, and pulse, pushing up and down for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming all the way up. We're going to switch to our other side. So my left leg reaching out. Same side leg is arm reaching out, but we're going away from our foot. So big reach over, trying to touch the opposite side of the room, the floor, and back up. Inhale on the way over. Exhale, lift. allowing your head to move with you. So that's kind of like the last thing to come up, just so you're not trying to pull with your ear, with the side of the neck. Feeling a big stretch in the side of your rib, your waist, all the way down to that leg, and then those muscles help to pull you back up. Using your arms, more stretch on the way down, more lift on the way up. Going down. Last 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And last full one. Other arm extends out. So this time as you come down, it'll catch you, lifting in that bottom side so you can stay on your fingertips or down onto your palm. Lifting the waist, and then this leg reaching out, away and up to the ceiling can help hold you up too. Toes face forward, reach out through that pinky toe. You can stay on your hip, the ceiling, or behind the head. Leg lowers down, feeling stretch in that outer waist, and lift, lifting with that outer thigh. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, leg lifts, reach fingers and toes, inhale, up to the side, and then toward each other. Stretching long, little scoop to that side of the abdominal wall. Big inhale, and exhale. Hand can also come back behind the head if needed, and just move that leg. Final 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend that knee, tuck it in, toes back together, knees apart, lowering down almost like you're gonna sit onto your feet, little scoop to the stomach, and then pressing pelvis back forward. Scoop in, and then lengthen heart high over that front waistband, pulling in, lengthening long. Scoop ribs together, press up. Couple more full range, and then we'll finish with those pulses. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Sweet, yeah. You can always come all the way up to standing too, that looks good. Last one, come down and pulse. 8, 7, final part kneeling. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome, sit all the way down, swing those legs out. Give them a little shake or stretch. And then when ready, we're gonna come back to laying down. So again, rolling down, so tailbone, lower back, come down. Mid back, upper back, neck, and head. Head is gonna stay down, resting on the floor. Arms are gonna come to your side. So you have that little push to the back of the arms. Keeping your shoulder blades connected to the floor best you can. And your chest, your heart, nice and soft. Away from your chin, away from the front of your neck. We're gonna start scissoring the legs, so one leg goes up to the ceiling. Doesn't have to go all the way, making sure that hip stays down. Other leg extends out in front. So one leg up, lower, and switch. Sweeping up to the back of the leg, reaching out through those toes. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to like how we started, but we're gonna shorten that distance. So now you have just a smaller space between my right leg and my left. Legs together are gonna lower. Lift back up over those hips. You want to add in a little bit more, pressing the back of the arms. As those legs go up, tailbone's going to follow. And you have a little roll, reverse crunch of hips off the ground. Roll it down, legs drop. Try to maintain that distance. Hips lift. Looking good. 3 more. 2. Last one. Hips lower, legs lower. We're gonna go back to that bigger scissor. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Left leg stays a little higher, and then doing the other side, legs are gonna lower and lift. Try to maintain that distance, or maybe add in that roll up. Tailbone following those feet up toward the ceiling. Peel it down, legs lower. Sweep up, press up, hips lower, legs lower. 3 more. Last 2. Last one. Lower those hips down, back to switching legs. We're gonna add on, reaching for the back of your thigh. We're gonna roll head, neck, and shoulder blades. Little scoop to the belly, drawing your torso a little bit closer, ribs to hips, nose to knee. If you can grab up higher on the leg, you can grab up higher onto that calf or ankle. So somewhere in the back of the leg, try not to grab directly behind the knee. Final 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now you can stay here holding your leg, or take your hands behind your head, or add a challenge, reach offset behind you. So biceps over your ears, can't see your hands as they're pulled back. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hug those knees in, give them a little squeeze. Roll your head down, they can circle one way, and then the other. Stirring out the hips. Legs are gonna come down close to you, or so you have enough room to extend them out shortly. You can keep the heels down, or maybe come a little bit lighter on those toes, making sure that you have your sitting bones, your tailbone pressed down to the floor, not curled up. We're gonna reach our arms up to the ceiling, pressing your shoulder blades down into the floor. We're gonna start with that rolling up motion, so fingertips reaching forward, picking up from your head, a little tuck of the chin, the back of the neck, and that upper back starting to roll off the ground. Coming up a little bit higher in that mid back, lower back, and then extending those legs out. Forward fold, reach for those feet. And then we're starting to roll back down. Fingertips reaching forward, pressing down your tailbone. Lower back, start to bend those knees to the ceiling, dragging those toes in. Shoulder blades, upper back, neck and head. So toes extend out as the legs reach forward, rolling up, curving that spine over. Scoop belly in, roll it down, knees bend in. Reach, heel it down, vertebrae by vertebrae. Feel free to go slower. Sometimes that can actually make it tougher. Really make sure you're coming down with that articulation. Lower back comes down before the mid back, neck and head. 3 more like this. Fold over. Roll it down. Last one. Fold it over. This time rolling down, keep your legs where they are, tailbone, lower back, mid back, upper back, shoulder blades, neck, and head. Arms are gonna come out to the side, and then we're gonna take our legs up towards the ceiling, over to the right, down back to the floor, and they're gonna reverse. They're gonna come up to the ceiling, over to the left. Feel free to take a little bend in the knees too. Down to the ground. Lift up to the right, over to the right, down through center, lift it up, over to the left, down through center. 4 more. Lift up to the right, down, center, 3, lift, left, down, center, 2, to the right, down, center. Last one like this, over to the left, down to center, legs lift up, and then we're gonna reverse it. So they circle on the way down, over to the right, down center, all the way to the left, around, back up, then reverse. Circle to the left, all the way down to the floor, to the right, back up, and reverse. Over to the right, down to the ground, all the way over to the left, back to center, and then to the left, to the right, and up. 4 more. Circle 4, and around. 3, 2, and 1. Left, down, right, and up. Give those knees a hug in toward you. You guys, awesome job. We'll finish with one more quick exercise. You can keep your knees bent, tapping them right over those hips. Hands can come back behind your head. Elbows reaching wide out to the side, then toward the ceiling. So head's resting in your hands, so soft through the neck, the throat. We're gonna bring elbow to opposite knee. As you bring your elbow to knee, you're gonna feel a little lift in that side. That shoulder blade rolls up. Belly button squeezes in, reach, 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 doesn't have to touch. Inhale back to center, head can stay slightly lifted. Exhale, opposite elbow to knee. If you wanna add in that reach to the opposite leg, go for it. You don't have to touch your knee. More important to keep the pelvis in that neutral position. Glue to the floor. Twist and center. Making progress. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it all the way in. Give those legs one last hug. You guys, awesome. Let's finish with a quick little stretch. Once again, taking our knees side to side, releasing for the lower back end as well as that nice stretch in the outer hip too. Drawing those knees back in toward your chest. Let's reach for the outside border of the feet or the lower leg. Feet are flexed, heel pressing to the ceiling, pull knees to the side of your rib cage, and then bend your elbows toward the floor. So feeling your upper back get a little broader, wide shoulder blades, opening up the hips. You can rock side to side, continue to massage out through the width of your back, between those back hip bones and shoulder blades. Maybe extending out one leg or the other, touching through that inner shoulder, chest, and inner thigh. Roll forward and backwards when you're ready to come up. Okay, we did it. So thank you guys so much for joining me for our technium class this morning. If you like doing it again today, or if you just like this routine, I'm going to post it to YouTube. I've shared a lot of those videos, so usually